Scrubber's Lives with Lasagna. I'm Liz.
I'm Tanya.
It's Scrubber's Lives. We did it! Yay! That's it. We're done.
Goodbye. Mine says, these we got from, I don't even know where we got them from, but they're all Schitt's Creek. If that's not a cause for alcohol, I don't know what is. What do you have?
I think I have You
Get murdered first?
You get murdered. For once.
Yeah,
you get
yeah,
murdered.
yeah.
For once.
Yeah, I love that show. So.
We used to watch it a lot, religiously.
Yeah.
It is your comfort.
It is my comfort show, and I never had a comfort show until Schitt's Creek. Because you would always watch Friends. You still watch Friends, like 3 times a year minimum, I want to say. It's like...
Minimum.
It's always on repeat.
It never stops.
It ends and then you start it over.
Started in 1994. It has continued since.
But I never had a comfort show, and I really didn't understand what that was until Schitt's Creek, and I'm obsessed.
Yeah, ever since Catherine O'Hara passed.
Yeah, I don't think we've watched it.
We haven't. We tried, and I think we might have watched like an episode or two.
Yeah,
but it's been really.
And we were
hard.
like, ugh.
Because it was so like I was not expecting. It was so sudden.
Yeah.
You know, that one was just like when you have like there are some actors that are older and you're kind of
waiting. Don't even name the one I
no,
know you want to name.
I will never.
I can't. I will lose my mind when it happens.
Hey, she's here, baby. I can't even. I know. She is Mary Poppins. Catherine O'Hara was very. I had that morning. I thought it was a joke. I thought they were playing on the whole Alexis thing. I was like, the internet says that you're dead.
Yeah.
You know.
The internet says you're dead.
Which I actually really enjoy that Annie Murphy posted a picture and she wrote her thing and at the end she wrote goodbye to a great actress with a sunglass emoji. A sunglass emoji.
Goodbye to a great actress with a cool sunglasses emoji.
Okay, I'm wearing sunglasses because I'm in mourning, David.
So
but we haven't really watched.
No, I
know. It's starting to come back.
But we are still in the midst of watching Desperate Housewives.
Yeah.
Rewatching Desperate Housewives.
Which I was actually going to ask you.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite housewife and why is it Brie?
I do love Brie.
Yeah. I go back and forth with none. I don't go back. Brie is my 100% favorite. But Lynette is up there. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're all great in their own way, obviously. They're such different characters. But I don't know. I think I relate to Brie to an extent about the whole OCD and cleaning and...
Very...
Yeah, but she's like a good cook and I'm not.
Baker?
I am. But I'm not like someone that's gonna like just whip up a recipe out of thin air. I have to follow one. So in terms of like the kitchen aspect, I don't relate to her. But in terms of like other things, I do. A lot.
My favorite bit that she does. Everywhere she goes, whenever there's a new neighbor, she brings a basket of muffins that she made.
Yeah.
She hands over the basket, welcomes the neighbor, and then she says,
"Of course, I will need the baskets back once you're done."
It's a good basket. Wouldn't you want it back? I'd want it back.
Brie is my absolute favorite. I think it's so funny because I did like her growing up, but I think my favorite was Susan because she was just like funny and quirky.
And she was kind of like chill mom, the cool
mom-ish. Yeah. But then it's so funny because like, when you're a kid or younger, you're watching that and she's chill and cool, whatever. Yeah. And then as you grow, you're like, oh, you don't have anything together. Your child is parenting you. Meanwhile, Brie has everything together. Remember when she goes to a therapist?
Oh, yeah.
And her husband Rex is complaining about
how perfect she is and how he's freaked out by the way her hair moves. Hold on, I have hair in my mouth. Furball. Clearly, I'm just like Brie, just as elegant.
Rex is complaining about how everything is so perfect all the time. The meals are like 5-star restaurant. Apparently, it's a
terrible thing. Yeah,
the house is spotless and her hair doesn't move. And the therapist is just like, "Have you ever stopped and thanked Brie?" And she just like perks up. Yep. Oh man, do I love a woman?
Yeah,
with a smug attitude.
Yeah, you do. Probably why you like Brie.
I really do.
All the women you like are bitches.
Brie Vanderkamp, Monica Geller, Claire Dunphy. You put them together and what do you get? This one right here. And I married her. Good job, me.
But all that to say,
all of this to say, I hope you're okay, but you're the reason. No one's here to blame, but what about your quiet treason? And for a fortnight that we were... Okay.
Okay.
Wait, I wasn't done.
Oh, okay.
Did it sound like I was done?
Don't listen to her. She's watching too much copper tone.
Copper tone.
She's been drinking too much copper tone.
In Hawaii.
Don't you say aloha for both hello and goodbye?
If you're on the phone with somebody and they won't stop talking, how do you get them off? Because you say,
like, okay, aloha. Don't they just start talking all over? At least she thinks I'm funny.
She thinks I'm funny.
If you didn't know, Miss Congeniality is my favorite movie in the world. And I think it's the best movie. In fact, Sandra Bullock is a treasure, an American, nay, an Earth treasure.
She's Canadian. Or was that just in the proposal?
Is she Canadian? No, that's just
No? I thought that was kind of part. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Sitka.
Alaska.
Alaska.
I think we're losing it.
We
We
are
are
losing
bouncing
it.
off the wall from
We
one
really
thing
are.
to
No,
another.
it's cool, it's cool. Brie. Oh, Brie. Brie's the best one. She's my favorite. The actress Marcia Cross became a sort of queer icon because of the way that she turned around everything.
Oh, with her son,
Andrew.
with Andrew.
So I just saw an interview where she basically was very happy to hear that she's become a queer icon.
Aw, that's cute.
And hoping that parents, will be as open as Brie was.
It
So-
took her a long time, like her character, a long time to kind of come around
Yeah.
to it. And I'm glad we were rewatching because I don't really fully remember how she ends up being, like how accepting of everything she is. But I think she does at one
Very.
point become very accepting and very supportive of him.
At some point, she actually says,
Because homosexuality is not a choice. You were born this way.
I'm the one who told you that.
And it took me a long time, but I was finally able to wrap my head around it. Honey, you're here, you're queer, and I'm used to it.
the actress Marcia Cross, she's really awesome. She's one of those that I was thinking about, when I was asking you, what celebrity do you think, like, if you met them in real life,
Yeah.
that you don't think about? Because we have our obvious, but there are some that I don't even think about.
Yeah.
But if I did, that would be, I would freak out.
Right.
And Marcia Cross is one of them because I've seen the show so many times, and she's my favorite. And I think, yeah, it would be really fun because I've seen that she's really nice. It's nice when they're nice.
It is nice.
You know?
But I will say, like, the first time I watched Desperate Housewives was high school. Susan was my favorite. And I was like, I also liked Gabby.
Yeah. Gabby's
I liked
she's
both
fun.
of them. But then every rewatch, I feel like I changed and switched into who I preferred more. And now I kind of want to say that I really, truly love all of them in various scenarios and different situations. But I also disagree with them in a lot of things. Well,
Yeah. You know what's also funny? Edie. Watching for the first time, also at a young age, you think, yeah, they paint her as the villain, the bad guy, boyfriend, thief.
Stealer, yeah.
And you buy it for what it is at face value. And then rewatching it now, I'm like, Edie's got some points sometimes. She's not that bad.
Yeah.
She's just a girl.
Yeah.
She's the single one.
I mean, for real. First of all, she is the single one. She's made no commitments to anybody. So if she wants to screw around, flirt around, do whatever, she can. I do think, with that being said, that's when kind of like your moral compass and your all that come in, like just ethically or whatever.
But
As a person, you shouldn't be flirting with someone that you know is
double
married.
standard,
but-
because there's Carl, who's basically Edie,
Yeah,
as a man.
male form.
But you think they say Carl, and you're like, oh, he's just a player. But Edie's a whore.
Right. But yeah, I mean, she is a single one. I mean, she does do some sleazy shit, though. She does.
They
So-
all do.
I mean, they all do, for sure. Yeah, there are sometimes, first of all, some of the things that she says is just like spot on, and it's just like nobody wanted to say it. And
That's
she comes in and
actually-
she tells the truth, and
I was
everyone's
gonna
like,
say-
how dare you? And it's like, what? You're all thinking it. Like, just say it.
That's one of
It's
the
like-
things that I actually, being watching it younger, you think Edie's a bitch or she's a mean girl. Why? Because she's telling them the truth. But when you're younger, you're like, people don't want to hear the truth. But now that I'm older and I'm watching it, all Edie ever did was actually had the balls to tell them the truth because they were all kind of like, no, honey, everything's fine. You look great. And Edie, but she's just like, really? Oh, do I have to say it? All right, we're not that close of friends. I'll do it. What is going on with your hair? Like, she'll just do that. And
that I appreciate.
yeah, she was just on it.
But now I'm like, oh, I totally understand. I mean,
Yeah.
Lynette has like, what, 5 kids or whatever?
Yeah.
All under, like pretty much back to back. She had to leave the job that she loved in order to have them. And from what it seems like, she never really, they don't say it, but certain things happen that you're like, maybe she didn't want them at all. Or maybe she didn't want them at that point in her life.
No. They do say it. When they get pregnant, she didn't want them. She didn't want kids. She was a career woman.
Yeah.
And then she gets pregnant.
Yeah.
And she's like, fine, but just this. And Tom keeps being like, no, let's have more than some
No,
more.
I know that.
And remember, at some point, they're in bed, and she's like, do you have protection?
Yeah,
And
and
he's like, let's
"Eh,
just
whatever."
risk it.
And she's
And
like,
she just
no!
punches him in
him.
the face.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, I was having trouble with swelling, so the doctor took me off the pill, so you're just gonna have to put on a condom.
Condom?
Yeah.
What's the big deal? Let's risk it.
Let's risk it?
Yeah.
I just couldn't remember if she actually said like I didn't want to have kids, or if it was just more like implied.
Yeah.
She does
At the beginning when she's a corporate girly, yeah.
Yeah, so like she didn't even want like them or whatever. So like watching it the first time, I was like, oh my god, this woman's all over the place. But now I'm like, I can understand. I mean, I don't have kids, but I've been around enough kids, and I'm like, I can understand why you're like losing your shit when you have, you know, 4 kids and they're all like back to back. So I get it. And then Brie, I mean, her fault is like trying to always seem perfect. That is her like the appearances part. It just drives me nuts. Like that is the one thing that I don't like about her. It's like there's nothing wrong with wanting things to be pretty and put together and, you know, have it be a certain way, but then just be like, oh no, everything is perfect, everything is fine, my kids are perfect, my husband is perfect, my life is perfect. Like nobody is, no life is like that. I don't like that, you know.
Yeah, but when she has like turmoil going on, like she's literally getting a divorce, her relationship is
falling apart,
her relationship with her children is terrible, and every time she goes somewhere, we're gonna get dressed, we're gonna be polite, and we're gonna show everybody we're a happy family.
Right. And Susan, on one hand, is so cool that she had like a kid young that she can be kind of like besties with. But on the other hand, she has a kid, first of all, very young, that she was probably not mature enough to have. And also, as we see, Julie ends up parenting her. She has like no boundaries. She doesn't know, like she's all over the place. And it's just like, oh my god, girl, get your shit together kind of thing. And then Gabby, obviously married for money, like, and proud of it.
Gabby's the one who thought that she knew what she wanted. Yeah. And then she got it. And then she realized, like, oh, this is not.
Which I love that like character arc for her.
She's great.
Yeah. So I mean, again, they all have their shit.
Marsha Cross, I think she did an amazing job with the micro expressions because she's always so like perfect, stone cold, and she does like just her eyes and her eyebrows. Yeah, you'll see her, the way she walks is just like she is on a mission, and you should be terrified. Her tone, her delivery, oh my god, she's so good.
I would like, I don't know what I would give to watch that show for the first time.
Oh man,
again, you know, like I'm so jealous of anybody who has watched it, and if you haven't watched it, you need to go out and watch Desperate Housewives.
Yeah,
I promise you, it's amazing.
Speaking of good shows and reality shows, I have a clip to show you that I just need your reaction.
Is anybody on the cannot stay here list from your old shows?
Yeah, a few of them for sure. Well, I'm not mentioning names, but Sheena.
That was the only name, by the way.
Oh my god. That's rough.
Isn't it crazy?
I'm baffled. I don't feel like I should be, but I am. Just because I just, you know?
I didn't think she was gonna say that. I thought she was gonna like allude to the names.
Yeah.
You know?
It's also just crazy how to see like how dynamics, their friendships and whatever.
Yeah, because if you remember when VPR started, Sheena was like
her favorite, I would say, or one of her favorites. Like she really adored Sheena, I wanna say. Like
Stassi wasn't. It was like a bad daughter kind of relationship.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think she actually always did like Stassi, but like not in the same way that she liked Sheena.
I feel
for sure.
like in a way Stassi reminds Lisa of herself when she was
young.
young.
I agree. I would say it.
So
even though I have no idea what she was like, but I feel like
I can see it.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's
like
why
what I get.
It's like horny.
Yeah. No,
I
for
can
sure.
see that.
She probably. You remind me of a young
girl me. I saw potential. I'll be your father figure.
Yeah.
I'll bring the pumptini.
I think she does remind me of herself. That's why. But with Sheena, I think she kind of saw her more like, because I think she was also really good friends with Pandora too. Like, so I think she saw her more of like a daughter as too. Yeah. Maybe? I don't know. But yeah, when the show first started, like they were.
Yeah, I saw that earlier, and now I needed your reaction. But I feel like Lisa. Speaking of people I like to meet, Lisa would be. I feel like she would be very polite, maybe a little short.
Yeah.
Depending on the environment.
Yeah.
But I hope to meet her in like a professional setting. I feel like she would be very nice and polite. I feel like Stassi. I know that Stassi's really good. She's gotta be. It's just, like I said earlier, like, it's just nice to know that they're nice. The one that I've had the pleasure of interacting with our favorite person from Selling Sunset, Chriselle.
Yeah.
I've interacted with her a couple of times on Instagram. I've commented back and forth, and she is lovely. And it's so nice because, you know, when you're watching a show and you're rooting for somebody, to me, she's the whole show. And I don't know what they're gonna do now. Selling nothing. It's gonna be called Selling Lies. Selling Botox. Selling heteronormativity.
Yeah. I really do appreciate when people are nice and aren't just like they're greater than God.
But what I really like about Chriselle, she used to be in a heterosexual relationship when the show started. She separated, and through her journey, she found G, who is non-binary, like myself. And I really loved about Chriselle how she immediately just was able, she was like, pronouns, got him. And she defended G. Hardcore. And she wouldn't be mean about it. She wouldn't be mean. She would be like, if you mess up 1 or 2 times, that's fine. I'll correct you.
Yeah.
But as long as you're trying.
Right.
But it was when people were doing it on purpose that she's like, then I'm gonna fight you.
Yeah.
She's feisty.
Yeah. She is.
But I really love that. She just really came into her own with being a part of the community. Chriselle's out. We're out.
We're out. Everyone out. Okay, Selling Sunset. I loved that TV show. The drama, the outfits, the crazy luxurious homes. You know why? Because it's all shit that I don't have. And to one of those, I say thank God. But no, it was good. So many people I hated. I'll be honest. I feel like I just don't care about them or I hated them. You know, like I want to say I only liked Chriselle and I tolerated pretty much everybody / hated.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, really, that was it for me. Chriselle was like star day 1. And then Mary was cool at first.
She was at first.
She had a little like red flag that I was like, I'm gonna watch out for this.
Yeah.
And she was besties with Chriselle.
Yeah.
And as the seasons went, I was like, Mary, girl, what are you doing?
And same thing with like Emma. And
Emma was worse. Emma, I thought they were gonna last. The way they interacted with each other, they stood up for each other.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
then who came and ruined it?
A man.
No,
No, but I really liked that show. I liked seeing all the cool houses and like I guess the commission, even though I don't know how true to what they would put up on screen the commission is. Like I don't know. I'm not in real estate. But remember in the first season, what's her face coming back? Christine? Yeah. She was a nightmare.
She really was.
She was horrible.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they lost Chriselle. They're doing whatever they can.
Yeah. I honestly watching that show though kind of made me be like, should I get into real estate? Because honestly, all it seems like they were doing was like taking one person on a tour like once a week, and then all the other times what they were doing is drinking and having good lunch and dinner or whatever, having parties, and they'll come into the office whenever they feel like it. Kind of cool. Like I could do this. And then I was like, no, Tanya, you do not want to do this. Because the truth is, like, a very small, select few people that are actually very successful in real estate selling those huge houses. Yeah. You have to work, like, all the time because commission-based job. Yeah. So I'm like, Tanya, you're not going to want to drive places. You hate driving. I'm most likely going to have to work, before 9 because people can come, or after 5 because that's when people, because they have their own jobs, you know, or on weekends most often. And I'm like, I'm not going to get my weekends.
Remember when Jason and Mary are crying over their dog?
Listen, I understand that there is pain losing a pet. But what cracked me up was the fact that their faces didn't move.
They didn't.
It was just like, I'm so sad. Can't you tell? I'm just like, no, girl, I can't tell. You have no emotions. Lay off the Botox for a minute. It's okay to have wrinkles. It's normal. Just like, listen, I'm not opposed to Botox, to fillers. You do whatever you want to do with your body. Like, you know what? Live your best life. It's just like, when things like that happen, though, I can't help myself but laugh. Like, I'm sorry. Like, your face is so frozen. You can't any emotion. Like,
that's why I think it's so crazy that actors are getting Botox, because everything is in your face, is your emotion.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and I don't know if I read it somewhere. People were saying that it's hard to watch, especially movies or TV shows that are supposed to be set in a certain time, like periods, because they're like, these people have Botox. Yeah. I do not believe it. And so like that now when people are casting, correct me if I'm wrong because I haven't read breakdowns in forever, but like they're like, want real people, not model, or they'll say kind of like unhinged shit that you're like,
not
whoa,
pretty,
not pretty.
ugly.
I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. I don't know, I could be wrong, but
yeah, no, real people, like every look, real people.
A little bit, it's okay if you like, don't freeze your face, but you're right, like especially as an actor, you're just like, yeah, we want to see reactions. We want to see emotions.
I was annoyed today, you know why? Taylor Swift's song came on at work. My coworker, she heard me go like, "Woo!" And she was like, "Oh, are you a Swiftie?" And I'm like, "I'm ready to go to battle."
What of it?
You got a problem? You got a problem with that? I'm like, yeah. Oh, that's cool. I like her old stuff. And I'm like, that only tells me that you have never listened to the new stuff, have you? And she goes, yeah, no, I haven't. And I'm like, I know. I just don't get her new song. Like, the Ophelia one, like, who's Ophelia? What does it mean? And then I realized that I was not gonna win this battle.
Children were left behind.
Where do I even start? The steps that I would have to take right now.
Yeah.
To teach you who Ophelia is. Literature, Shakespeare, Hamlet. I'm working. I don't have time. You know what? Sure. You don't like her new stuff. I'll lose this battle. I'm losing.
Well, I wanted to talk about something. I don't know if I can talk about this.
Is it sexy stuff?
Kind of.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I can be.
Okay. I want to talk about Hallpasses.
Ooh.
So it's a bit I already know your Hallpasses, but it's a bit of a layered discussion. So
I know where it's going in this guy.
First of all, Hallpasses. You have to talk about it with your partner, obviously, and you have your little list, right? After you create your little list, do you think it's couple to couple kind of thing where you then talk about your rules and your boundaries, or do you feel like as society we've kind of made these rules or boundaries?
No.
Or is
couple
it
to couple?
Couple to couple,
Yes.
right? Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, so well, let's start. Do you have I know you have your Hallpass.
Yeah.
My list is not complete. I still have empty space in mine, but I know you have yours. So let's define, I guess, Hallpass.
We have a deal where we each get to pick 5 different celebrities that we could sleep with, and the other one can't get mad.
The heart of every healthy relationship. Honesty, respect, and sex with celebrities.
Like, if say you meet Angelina Jolie, that is your number one Hallpass. Say you have a chance. Do you think you are allowed to proceed and act on this Hallpass without telling me? Or do you think you need to tell me? Or do you think you need to tell me after because, like, this is your chance, you gotta go for it now? Like,
you're saying, like, you're at home and out somewhere.
Yeah.
I would text you.
You would.
I would text you. I'd be like,
FYI.
just letting you know I'm hanging out with Angelina Jolie. Whatever happens, happens. I love you. I'll bet. Bye.
And I would cheer you on.
Thank you very much.
That'd be a very good accomplishment.
No,
I'd be very proud.
Thank you. Me
You're
too.
welcome. But you think something like that is like different from couple to couple in terms of like how far you can go with this Hallpass,
of course.
or like what the rules are, like, you know, how some people are kind of like, no, you have to like ask first before you do, or some people it's like it's a Hallpass. If it happens, like, you don't need to tell me.
I think it's definitely couple to couple, and all your boundaries have to be set before, you know, once you are a solid couple and you're like, you decide that you have Hallpasses, you have to decide what your boundaries and rules are.
I wonder if anybody has Hallpasses that aren't like celebrities.
Probably.
You think
I'm
so?
sure.
Because I think ours are just celebrities. So I'm kind of curious, like, if anyone has Hallpasses that aren't celebrities.
No.
I feel like that's kind of risky.
Open it up to the people. Let us know if you have Hallpasses who are not celebrities.
Yeah. I'm also curious to know how many people in relationships have Hallpasses. I want to say it's not that common, to be honest. Or do you think it's more common than
I don't think it's that common, because as I talk to more people in life, I have found that a lot of people are very insecure because they have been cheated on before, and they don't know how to establish like boundaries in their relationship.
They either have trauma or
But I think if you decide you have a Hallpass, you have your 5, which is, I think, the example I use is from Friends.
Yeah.
And I think everybody knows that. But if you have your Hallpass and you establish, do I have to tell you?
Right.
If I find myself in a situation, how far can you go? Because maybe a Hallpass can just be like, I'll just flirt with this person, or I can make out. I can make out,
right?
Or, you know,
go all the way.
First base, second base, third base. Like, you have to establish what the boundaries are, and that is totally up to the couple and what they're comfortable with. But they definitely both have to agree, because if one of you is very confident about what you want, and you say, yeah, I would go all the way with my Hallpass, and you as my partner, let's say, you were like, okay, sure, but you're uncomfortable with it, it's not gonna go well.
Right.
You both have to be on the same page. You have to be honest with each other and with yourself.
For sure, I agree. I think also people mix up, like, or tend to think that Hallpass is always all the way.
Yeah.
When I'm like,
absolutely not.
I don't think that's what it needs to be. I think it needs to be whatever you guys want it to be. Like, there's no hard and fast rules. Like, that's it.
If I get to be with my Hallpass, we make out, I am happy.
Yeah.
I am happy. I have 5 spots. I have 4. I don't have the 5th one. 5th one's empty. I have no one there. Nobody worthy yet.
No one worthy yet.
And I know that you have... What do you have?
I have like 2.
And one of them is animated.
So, I have no one.
Wait, no, you...
No, I have 2. And the 3rd one's animated.
Is it who I think it is?
Probably. But...
Nothing.
Or
but also,
something
let's say that your partner, like, because also, like, and this is mostly men, they get more excited about the Hallpass than their person, and that's the issue.
Yeah.
I'm excited about everything. If your person is not building you up constantly, and then talking about this hall pass, they're like, oh, but this person is incredible and beautiful and gorgeous, and they never say that about you, then that is not a hall pass. That is an out for them. They're like, I just want to do whatever I can to not be with you. A hall pass to somebody is like, if the opportunity happened and things were getting spicy, then I would do it.
Right.
And then I come back to you and tell you.
Right. And we'd be both kind of excited about it.
Yeah.
I will say though, I bet some people would have like a rule where it's like, if it happened, like, don't tell me.
Yeah, that's another boundary.
Like, if they're kind of like, I don't need to know whether you were with them or not. I don't need to know anything about it. It's just like, or maybe the most they'd be like, is like, oh, I met so-and-so. And like, that would be enough for them to know that something happened, but like, they don't, you know.
It's all about your own boundaries.
I think it's also not having a good example of how to set boundaries, being scared to set boundaries.
Well, you're growing up with parents who don't respect your boundaries.
Oh, I'm well aware.
Therefore, your boundaries are non-existent.
My parents never had boundaries in the sense of like, they thought they were entitled to everything and everything because I'm the kid and they're the parents.
I'm smart, you're dumb. I'm big, you're little. I'm right, you're wrong. And there's nothing you can do about it.
So it's like, I wasn't, you know, the one time I like tried to close the door to my room, they're like, why are you closing the room? I'm like, just want privacy. What? For what? What are you doing?
Porn.
And I was like 8. I was like trying to play my game here. And like, it really wasn't even for anything. I also think people don't realize that boundaries are allowed to shift and move.
Something that you might have been okay with at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe
you're not now,
okay
or vice versa.
Or from relationship to relationship.
Yeah, exactly. So I think people don't realize that that's okay. People are also really bad at communicating. So I think it's all those layers.
People don't talk. We talk too much.
We really do. Sometimes it's very inconvenient when we have to go to sleep and we're like,
Actually, it's Saturday.
Uh-huh.
Man.
Ugh, we had the most magical day at Disney.
The best day at Disneyland.
It was, I don't even know. I mean, Disney's always great. It's always fantastic. There's always magic for us there.
Yeah.
But there are some days that really just hit. There was extra pixie dust in the air or something like that. I don't think we waited for anything longer than like 30 minutes. We rode a ton of big rides and we literally walked onto Space Mountain. Didn't even wait for that one.
Got row 1.
Yeah. And like everything was just like really falling into place and aligning. Good snacks and like the vibes were really good. Like, I don't know. It was just like extra magical.
Truly.
And then we're like, okay, well, what a great day. And then we were getting tired. I mean, we were only there for like 7 hours. Okay, maybe it was a long time. I don't know. Whatever. So we're like, okay, we're tired. Like, let's go home. So we get home, do our routine. We're like trying to fall asleep. We could not fall asleep.
We were so riled up. We were hyperactive.
We were just both like, are you asleep now?
The adrenaline was just...
It was going and just like, I don't know. And like, I can't even explain it. But we were just both like, are you up? Yeah. Are you up? Yeah. And then it's like, I think I dozed off a little bit. I think you did too. Like, and then all of a sudden we hear each other. Are you awake? Yeah. Are you awake? Yeah. So at one point, I want to say it was like 1:30 in the morning. We were like starting to get hungry because we had So we're like, you want to get up and have like some tea and like a piece of toast with jelly?
Well, what's really funny is that I usually put on Friends when I can't sleep because it relaxes me, as we mentioned earlier. And I turned it on and I just like resumed to where I was watching. And the episode that it was on is where they can't fall asleep. No one can go to sleep that night. And Monica and Chandler are like in their room just like tossing and turning. And then Chandler is like, I'm gonna go make some warm milk.
Monica.
She's sleeping.
Sorry, I just can't sleep.
I'm sorry. I thought maybe I'd make some warm milk and it would help me sleep.
With the walk?
And then so I was like, hey babe, you want to get up and I can make you some warm milk?
We had toast with jelly. It was nice.
I will say the next day kind of sucked though. By the time we actually did fall asleep, thankfully you didn't have to go to work. And then like the whole day all felt like just like I felt like groggy. That's the price you pay after such a magical day, I guess. My other topic is Mary-Kate and Ashley. They are icons. I love Mary-Kate and Ashley, and I feel like a lot of people have forgotten how awesome and amazing they are. And I can go on for days about Mary-Kate and Ashley. Literally, the night when we couldn't sleep, I started showing Liz music videos that Mary-Kate and Ashley did because they had a bunch of different like little TV show things on top of the movies that they did, and one of them was like called "You're Invited To," and then like fill in the blank, and like the specific one was like the ballet thing, like it was like a dance thing, and I started singing the song. So then I'm like, let me just show you the whole video. And as the video was going, I'm like, I remember the dance. I remember all the words. I'm like, whoa, I just unlocked something. And also they had a mystery one where it was like, Olsen Mystery Agency will solve any crime by dinner time. And they had 2 cute little phones that they would like answer together. It was so cute.
solve any crime by dinner time. Or else we have to go home for dinner.
I love I looked up to them when I was a kid. I was like, you are everything I want to be. I wanted to be Mary-Kate and Ashley
Both of them.
badly at the same time. No, I always related more to Ashley because she was a little bit more on the girlier side. Mary-Kate was more portrayed as a tomboy. Yeah, Mary-Kate was always more. I don't know if they're really like that in real life. I want to say yeah, but maybe less so now. But growing up, Mary-Kate was always more of like the tomboy, and Ashley was more girly. And so I was always related a little bit more to Ashley than Mary-Kate. But when they were kids, they were very like always identical and stuff like that. But anyway, the ballet one was like one of my favorites. You know, like I said, I remember the dance and the music. And I don't know, I even got a Mary-Kate and Ashley doll for birthday from my parents one year. It was like my favorite present from them of all time. And I was like, and I got Mary-Kate and Ashley calendar for the year. Wow. Oh my god. I love them so much. I saw all of their movies. I watched every single episode from their TV show. Pretty much 90% of the song and dances. Like, I know Brother for Sale, only 50 cents. They had literal like CDs and cassettes and like literally like a discography of songs that they would sing. Not very well, they're not singers, but they were catchy. Brother for Sale is I can't believe you've never heard of it.
Brother for sale, he's not a big expense.
You can hug him, you can love him, you can buy or rent. Brother for sale. And then no one wants the brother, so they're now like, okay, brother for sale, 25 cents. So the price just keeps going lower because no one wants to buy this brother.
I'm learning so much about you right now. Did you sing that song to your brother?
I want to say yeah. I did at one point.
The extent of my knowledge of Mary-Kate and Ashley
is New York Minute and Full House. Mostly New York Minute.
I never watched Full House.
No,
I know they're in Full House, but
New York Minute is the extent of it. That is like their last thing that they did before they kind of fell off the planet Earth until they came up with their clothing line. And then their sister rose to fame. And their sister was in some of their stuff.
If I could just
and I was so...
If I could just get a word in.
I wanted to be their sister and I thought I looked like them. Okay, go.
The extent of my knowledge is New York Minute, okay? And I love that movie.
It's a fantastic movie. Go ahead.
You're very intense about this topic.
I love Mary-Kate and Ashley.
I actually know more about Olsen.
Well, yeah, because she rose to fame more recently in like your time of whatever. I love Elizabeth Olsen. Mary-Kate and Ashley just have a very special place in my heart.
And I love that about you.
They are kind of like how you were saying earlier, what I don't think about if I was
You would freak out.
Oh my god.
You would freak out. I know you would.
I would flip out on the inside. I think on the outside, I wouldn't even know what to say. I think I would just be like, that's it. That's what would happen.
Yeah, no, I know.
I wouldn't even know what to say. I'd be like, I love you.
That's how I felt when we saw...
I wouldn't even know where to start because I'm like, I have a whole life story for you. Like, what do you say in like the 15 seconds that you get to talk to them? I love you so much. Can I get a picture?
Because it happened to me too. I was like, I never thought I was gonna run into Hilary Duff. Do you understand what she means to me? It's Hilary Duff.
No, I know. I was very jealous that you ran into her.
That was insane to me at the store. Insane. I didn't know what to do. So I was very respectful, but I was like, hi, my name is Liz. And people call me Lizzie because of Lizzie McGuire. I grew up with you. Thanks for being awesome. I love you. She's one of those, Anne Hathaway, when I saw her as well, I didn't know I was gonna freak out when we went to the Q&A. I was like, Anne Hathaway's gonna be here. And that's fine. I love her. Yeah. But I'm gonna be okay. And then she walked in like, oh my god, it's Amelia Millionaire Thermopolis Rinalda, Princess of Genovia. Genovia, forever may your banner wave.
Would you like a Genovian pear? But again, it's like, you don't know. What do you say? Because I think as much as God damn this fucking hair in my mouth! Ah! Sick of it! Literally, like.
I love how we didn't say anything and we know exactly what we're doing. Oh man.
Anyway,
what do you even say?
Yeah, what do you even say in like the 3 seconds? And saying something like "I love you," like
That's
it's
weird.
fucking weird, but it's truly like I do. What else do you say? How else can you phrase it? I admire your work. Sounds so like
professional.
Yeah.
It's like we're work together. Like no.
Like no, we don't work together. Obviously, you're above
And
me. Like
I feel like people shout "I love you" to celebrities because in fact we have like 2 seconds when you see something.
You don't know what else to say.
So you can just put everything that you feel for them together, and all you can say is "I love you." Like what else are you gonna say?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. If somebody knows what to say, I would love to hear it. Because I have no. And like, especially when they just like walk by you and literally have like 3 seconds, or if you're even blessed enough for them to stop and like do a quick photo.
Like if Taylor
just
walked
like,
by, I wouldn't say anything because I need a conversation.
I mean, when we meet people at Comic-Con, like I said, they'd stop by for the photo, but that was like as much time as they would give us. Yeah. Really.
And the more famous they are, the less amount of time they spend with you. Because the ones who are like not so high up there, they will kind of stroll and they'll sign some stuff. Oh yeah, how are you guys? You're staying, you're staying cool out here.
I love that.
Yeah, they're really cool.
I think it's also for their safety because that means they're not as like well known generally.
Yeah, but I do
or
have
they're
to
very
say,
like niche.
I do have to say the people ruin it for everybody though.
They do. It's the ones that become very aggressive and very loud and very in people's faces, which is like, listen, I'm not a celebrity and I wouldn't like it if you did that to me.
Like get off
Let
of me.
alone someone that's famous that probably gets a little nervous, especially when you are famous. I would assume you'd have that little sense of fear of like, you know,
somebody does something.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want to get too
like
close.
I already have that and I'm no one. Like I can only imagine people who are in the public eye being like, so it is the people though. And it also sucks when it's like you're the one that's like kind of on the DL and like you're and then someone else is like, oh my god, and I'm like,
you ruined it, you ruined it.
You guys ruined everything, you ruined it.
Happen all the time at Comic-Con and I'm like,
and that's why if people are still going to Comic-Con and you wonder why it's so hard to like get autographs or pictures with people anymore, that's because the fans ruined it.
Yeah, it used to be a lot easier.
It used to be so easy, and then people just made it a trend, and what pissed me off was that people were waiting for whoever and they tried to take pictures with whoever and they didn't know who it was.
Yeah,
I would hear so many people be like, who was that? I don't know, but I got a picture with them. Why are you here? Get out.
It's like there is somebody out there that actually does know who they are and wants a picture with them. Why don't you step aside for a hot minute and let them take a picture since you don't even give a fuck or know who they are? Yeah, it was a lot easier to meet people and get pictures and autographs and everything from celebrities at Comic-Con back then. Some of them would even just stroll down like the main hall and everything like that, or you just see them like
we saw
upstairs.
the Avengers just walking down the main hall.
Yeah.
The entire cast of Once Upon a Time.
They were
twice.
Walking
Dead. But then people, it got to a point that it was just hard to walk.
Yeah, because they would all like smush and crowd and like, it got really insane.
We went to Comic-Con for about a decade.
Mm-hmm. It was really fun. I love Comic-Con. I love cosplay.
Love cosplay.
Yeah.
I miss it. Because we were really freaking good at it.
We were really good.
We got so many compliments all the time. I think our best costume was the Mad Hatter and the Queen of Hearts.
Yeah. That was like our biggest hit. That was when we literally couldn't walk anywhere. Like that was the one time I kind of felt like a celebrity because when we were in the hall, like we would stop because someone asked for a picture and we're like, oh sure. And then like all of a sudden there'd be a swarm of people and then we're just like standing and then like people would like switch out, someone would leave, but then someone else would come. So you're kind of like, well, you don't really want to move. So we would literally be standing there for like 2 minutes, just like, okay.
And then we would take like 10 steps and the same thing would happen
something else would happen. It like, I swear it took us like at least an hour to walk from one end to the other because so many people were taking pictures. That was our biggest hit for sure. And the fact that we like, aside from the hat and like the hair, we thrifted and handmade our entire costume.
Yeah.
I think like mad props to us because we did see one other person dressed up as them, but you could tell that they were like rented or bought costumes or something like that. We fully killed it. We also act like the people that we're in. Everyone else kind of just strolls around.
Yeah, something very important about cosplaying, you gotta act.
You have to like kind of embody that.
We also did. I wasn't as popular, but it wasn't about me because I made the costumes. This was about you. You were Maleficent.
Oh yeah,
and I made your horns. I made your staff. We bought that amazing fabric for your cape.
Yeah,
and you were stopped all the time.
I was
so much that celebrities told you that you looked incredible.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Yeah.
And back then, you were able to get into like Hall H without having to camp for 2 days, like they do now. Like literally, if you want to get into
People
Saturday
are camping
panel,
for the 4 days, Sunday for Saturday.
yeah. Well, now it's like people were camping for Saturday already, like Thursday night, and I'm just like legit out on the street camping.
I think that social media ruined Comic-Con.
Well, that's the other thing is it became popular in the wrong way. A lot of people
just had to be at Comic-Con because it's a place to be.
Yeah.
So all the people who are nerdy, who like comics, who like film, who like actually seeing the cast for their favorite show, were kind of left out because all these people made it a trend. I really enjoyed the decade that we attended.
Remember there was this one artist who did comics. He drew Spider-Man. I don't know if it was like
at the time.
I
had just bought this wallet. I was very happy. This is brand new. It's so clean, no creases, nothing. And I had just put all my stuff in it. I bought it specifically for Comic-Con. And I went in there and this artist was drawing comics for Spider-Man. And I was like, oh man. And I couldn't afford whatever he was selling. And I showed him my wallet and I was like, look at my wallet. And he's like, you want me to sign it for you? And I was like, yes. So I took it out and he drew Spider-Man on it and signed it.
Yeah.
And I immediately took everything out. and I was
never used it
never
again.
using this wallet again. It's really cool. Todd, when I went to Comic-Con all those years ago, you did this for me. And I treasure it. It's one of my favorite things. So thank you so much. I will tag you on this.
This is
because that was the magic of attending something, a convention like that, because you get to see the artist behind the comic. I got to meet him, and he did this really awesome thing for me. So
I was gonna say, like, that was like the beauty of Comic-Con is like getting to meet all these artists. Everything like
all those years ago, you made my day.
You really did.
Thrilled, and I haven't touched that wallet since you drew that Spider-Man on it. I took the stuff out immediately, and it went up on the shelf. I haven't touched it.
Yeah.
Do you have any topics to wrap it up?
No, I think we're good. I think we talked a lot today, to be honest.
You're sick of me. I'm
sick of it. We're done. I feel winded.
Oh yeah, we have 19. Did we say 19? No, we were at 16. Wow. Thank you to our 19 subscribers. Yay! We are wrapping it up, and that was The Slice.